Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine. So students, first of all, a belated Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you all have enjoyed your winter vacations. Okay, so now it's time to get back to your studies as soon you are going to have your final exams. Okay, so let's get started. Class 4th, we are continuing your chapter number 9, that is your geometry. Okay, in our previous video, we have done with types of lines and we have done your parallel lines. Okay, we have done your parallel lines. Now we will do perpendicular lines. So what is a perpendicular lines? When a vertical ray line or a line segment meets a horizontal ray line or a line segments, then we get the perpendicular lines. So what they have said, that whenever a vertical ray line or a line segment, I have drawn here a vertical ray. Okay, what it does, it meets a horizontal ray line or line segment. Suppose I have drawn a horizontal ray line over here. Okay, so you can see this vertical ray is meeting this horizontal line. Okay, then these lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Clear? Next point I have written, these lines intersect at an angle of 90 degree. I have drawn a perpendicular lines over here also. Okay, you can see that this is a ray SR. Okay, and it is perpendicular to line PQ. What second point I have written, that these lines intersect at an angle of 90 degree. So you can see that they are intersecting each other at point S. So here they are forming an angle of 90 degree, or you can say right angle. Okay, the measure of this angle is 90 degree. Now how you are going to write it? This is the symbol of perpendicular. Clear? This is the symbol of perpendicular. Now you can write ray SR. Okay, you will write ray SR. Why I have written SR not RS? Because S is the initial point, the starting point of the ray. Okay, and it's going towards R. So I will write ray SR is perpendicular to, this is a symbol of perpendicular, is perpendicular to line PQ. Okay, line PQ. So this is the way of representing two lines that are perpendicular to each other. Clear? So class, next we are having your angle. Now what is an angle? An angle is a figure formed by two rays having same initial point. So what is an angle? That angle is a figure. I have drawn over here that formed by two rays. Two rays I have drawn. One is OA and another one is OB. Okay, having same initial point. Initial means starting point. So what is the starting point? This is O. Okay, so here the angle is forming. Clear? So angle is a figure formed by two rays. One is your OA and another one is your OB, having same initial point or starting point, that is O. Okay, now this point O is said to be vertex of an angle. Clear? This point O is said to be vertex. Okay, from where they both the rays are starting, or the initial point. Now the rays, these OA and OB, are said to be arms, or we said them arms or sides of an angles. You said that you can say them arms, sides, or legs also, but in journal we used to say them sides. Okay, so in this figure we have a vertex O and two sides, that is OA and OB. Clear? Now we use a symbol this. Okay, this symbol is used to denote an angle. Okay, now how you are going to name this angle? Angle is named as AOB. You will write as angle AOB, or you can name it as angle BOA. Clear? AOB or BOA. Both are correct, but you have to keep one thing in mind, that either you are writing in this way or in this way. In both the ways, you have to write the vertex, this vertex O, in middle. Why? Because the angle is forming at O. That's why you have to write this vertex in middle. If you will write it as angle ABO, so this is wrong, because and B, if you are writing B in middle, it means the angle should form at B, but you can see that there is no angle forming at B. So this way of writing is wrong. Okay, you will write AOB or write BOA, keeping in mind that the vertex should be written in middle. Clear? Next we are having interior and exterior of an angle. Okay, so as the name indicate, interior means inside and exterior means outside. So for understanding this, I have drawn an angle over here. Now how you are going to name it? I told you will name it as, first you will draw a symbol of angle, and then you have to keep this vertex. Now this vertex is at B. So the name of this angle will be angle ABC or angle CBA. For our convenience, I am using it as angle ABC. The only thing which you have to keep in mind that your vertex should be in the middle. Okay, so your angle ABC. Clear? Now what is interior? Interior means this portion. Okay, the portion which lies inside the angle. Okay, this much portion is covered by your angle. So this is known as your interior of angle ABC. Now what is your exterior? Exterior means, I told you that this all we draw on a plane. Okay, so the region which is outside these angle. Okay, so the region which is outside this angle is known as your exterior. Okay, now third is, I told you that this is your interior, this is your exterior, but you can see that we have two arms, that is your BC and BA. Okay, now there are some points which lie on your arms BC and BA. So these points are said to lie on the boundary of angle ABC. Clear? This is your interior, the portion which lie inside the angle. This is your exterior, the portion which lies outside your angle. And if the points lies on the arm BC or BA, then they are said to be lie on the boundaries of angle ABC. Clear? Now next we are going to start your exercise 9.2, and I'm doing one question from your exercise 9.2. That is your question number 4. Now what they have asked in question number 4, they have given you a figure and they have asked some questions. You have to answer these questions based on this figure. Okay, so your first question is, name the angle. Now you have to name the angle. I told you an angle is formed when two rays have the same starting point. So here your angle is forming. Okay, now what I told you, that while naming an angle, you have to keep the vertex in middle. The vertex is S over here. So the name of the angle will be angle. This is the symbol of angle. Angle TSR. TSR. Okay, or you can write angle RST. RST. The only thing which you have to keep in mind, that this vertex should be written in middle where the angle is forming. Okay, so your name of angle will be angle TSR or angle RST. Clear? Next they have asked you, name the arms and the vertex. So these two are the arms of angle, this ST and SR. So the two arms will be ST, starting from S going towards T, and your SR, starting from S going towards R. Now name the vertex. What is the vertex? Vertex, I told you where angle is forming here. So your vertex will be S. Your vertex will be S. Clear? Now in C part they have asked the points lying interior of the angle. You have to write the points which lie interior of the angle. So I told you that this is the area, this area, okay, which lie inside within the angle is known as your interior. So you can see that point O and point P are lying in the interior of angle. So you will write point O and your point P. These 2 points lie interior of an angle. Okay. Now next they have asked the points lying exterior of the angle. So this portion is known as your exterior of an angle. So you can see that point Q and point M are lying in the exterior of the angle. So you will write point Q and point M. These 2 points lie in the exterior of an angle. Okay. Now in last part they have asked you name the points lying on the angle. On the angle means the points which lie on the boundary. Now goes toward this ray, that is ST. You can see that no point is lying in this one. Now come to your ray SR. You can see that point Y is lying on ray SR. It means it's lying on a boundary, or you can say that point Y is lying on an angle. So your answer will be point Y. Clear? Now next we are having your open and close figures. Okay, so first we will discuss about your open figure. Now what are your open figures? In here I have drawn some open figures. Now you can come to your figure number 1. You can see that this figure is not closed. Okay, here there is a gap. So if the figure is not closed with a line or a line segment, or you can say if in a figure I have started this from here, from this point I have started and I goes like this and I have ended over here. It means it is having a different starting and ending point. Okay, so the figures which are not closed by a line or a curve, or you can say if they are having a different starting and ending point, then the figures are said to be your open figures. Similarly with this one, I have started from here. Okay, from this point I have started, I goes like this and I ended over here. It means it is having a different starting and ending point. So this is a open figure. Same with this one, you can see that it is not closed. It is not closed with any curve or a line segment. Or you can say that this is having a different starting. Here I have started and ending. So if a figure is having a different starting and ending point, then the figure is said to be your open figures. Okay, now come to your closed figure. I have drawn some closed figures over here. Now come to your figure number 1. I have started from here, I goes like this and ended over here only. It means this figure is having same beginning and ending point, or you can say that this figure is having same starting and ending point. So it is called a closed figure. So what are your closed figure? That if a figure is having same starting and ending point, then the figure is said to be your closed figure. Here I have drawn the figures. All of these are closed figures. Suppose we take example of this one. If I have started from here, I goes like this and then again stopped at here only. It means it is having same starting and ending point. So these are your closed figures. Now I have not written the definition of open and closed figure. You have to write the definition of open and closed figures by yourself from your book. Okay. Next we have simple closed figures. So what are your simple closed figures? A closed figure which does not cross itself is known as your simple closed figure. So all the closed figure which does not cross itself. So I have drawn some figures over here. You can see these figures are having same starting and ending point. So these all are your closed figure. Also they are not crossing each other. For example, if I am drawing a figure like this, this is also a closed figure, but it is not simple. Why? Because it cross itself. So this is not your simple, okay, simple closed figure. It is just your closed figure, and these are your simple closed figure. Why? Because they are not crossing itself. Okay, so student, this is all for today. Till then, take care of yourself.